released. Oh, here we go. Thursday this past week that they finally got the drafts up and running. They were trying all week to get it to run. So yeah, but then on Thursday I was releasing my video game, my RPG. You know, just a simple RPG, nothing crazy, and it's free. So I will obviously play first. So this champion shouldn't do too much to me unless I drop an early Howling Brave, but even then it shouldn't be too much of a problem, really. This isn't great, but I think we can stick with it. We've got a lot of resources in the deck, so we've got basically... We can play a Howling Brave if we draw it, so we have another 16, 17 chances of getting another resource, so that's about half, about 1 and 2 cards, a little less than 1 and 2 cards. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, because then it picks the top left card. You would hope that it would pick the rare card, but it doesn't do that. So it looks like this is the other wild player right now. So right now things are not looking good for me. I need to draw some more resources. Playing the early Root Dancer is not going to be great too against this guy because he has probably has some sort of removal in his deck because he's in blood. So he's got Shrine of Prosperity. Okay, so that was his rare card he picked up. Seems like it would be decent because most of the games in draft are going to run somewhat slow anyways. So it's going to make his stuff bigger, but hopefully it won't be big enough to deal with my stuff. Okay, so there's our Wild Shard. And we kind of, let's see, so yeah, we'll play our Root Dancer here. And yeah, I'll go ahead and play my Battle Hopper here. I don't really have to, but I'll go ahead and throw that out there. So if I draw a resource, I'll be able to buff the Battle Hopper and swing for 4. So he gets an Instigator. Instigator is going to be a little bit bigger than my Instigator, but eventually I'm going to have a really big Battle Hopper if I keep drawing resources. And I've got quite a few. I've also got Pheromones as removal right now if I drop one of these bigger drops. So, not looking great. I didn't even give him my GLHF. So there he goes, guys, Enforcer. So he picked up a bunch of the Darkspire cards that were getting passed around, so that should give him some card advantage. Okay, so we'll go ahead and buff the Battle Hopper. Don't think I really want to swing in here. If he swings, I'll just take the 3 and then swing in return. Play a Secret Lab here. And then I can start pushing through the deck to get to the other cards that I need to get. So we'll just pass our attack phase. I really didn't have an attack to make. Otherwise, I would have played Secret Lab in my second main phase. A little bit behind on time here. He's got Turbulence. I've got nothing with Flight in the deck, so it's really a dead card for him as far as removal is concerned. So I'm taking a little bit more time damage than my opponent, as I like to say. Well, that's good. Yeah, making it to the second round is pretty much my my goal in most of these. So I'm going to take the 3. So I get to swing back for 4 here, possibly 6. Play a Priestess, sure. So I have the Pheromones that I can throw on my Battle Hopper to remove that Priestess. So I'll just use that as removal. Or I can Survival the Fittest to fight it and still get the damage through. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that now during our first main phase. Yeah, okay, so I'm selecting my troop, selecting his troop. I'm going to go ahead and Secret Lab here. Why is it not letting me Secret Lab? I don't know why it's not letting me Secret Lab. It only costs 1, so I should be able to do it now. Or maybe I'm still... No? Apparently, I think I might be frozen. Seriously right now? Did my Survival of the Fittest just lock up the game? I might have to concede to my opponent. Oh, maybe I'm not. Okay, it was his It was his priority. Okay. Oh my gosh. That was like freaking me out there. Another survival of fittest. I think I'm going to throw away my Gigantisaur. I don't think it's going to be that great for me. So let's do that. Alright, so that freaked me out a little bit. I had no idea it was like, I was waiting on his priority for that long. He sat on it for quite a minute there. So, yep. Wild Aura gets cheaper, so I know he's got a Wild Aura trick. He doesn't have, yeah, and he gets it cheaper so he can play it now if he needs to. I also get to see every card with Shrine up, so I mean that's kind of detrimental for my opponent. Like if you Wild Auras, I can fight, I can do Survival of the Fittest in response, and kill this guy before it resolves. Sure, I'll take 3 unless he's going to survival, or he's going to probably Wild Aura now would be the best. Nope, okay, sure. Swings for 3, plays a Priestess, sure. So, I'm still ahead on damage because I can just Survival the Fittest' Priestess away. Which I think I'm gonna Secret Lab here first. Let's see what we can get. Another resource. No, we're just pulling not resources. So cannot Survival of the Fittest in response to my to my thing. I'm gonna get rid of this Shroomtank, I think. Yeah, we'll just dump that. So we'll go into what we did last time and just Survival of the Fittest his Priestess. Attack step, swing for 4, puts us ahead on damage again. Trying to get those resources so we can buff this little Battle Hopper here, or get a resource so we can play something. Would be nice, but I guess we'll just roll with what we got. Seen Tough's chosen. Sacrifice 2 troops, can't be blocked. He doesn't have 2 troops. It costs 5, so he can't play it anyways. He's kind of like resource starved here as well. So puts us at 11. Next time we can put him at. He could just, yeah, he's gonna Wild Aura his guy, so not really too much of a surprise there. So his damage output's a little bit higher than ours right now. We do have cards that can trade for that guy if we need. It's a Briar Legion, which we could always just chump him with. Let's go ahead and let's keep doing this. There we go. So I think I'm going to toss this Briar Legion away. Yeah, because with 4. With 4 I can play. I could play the Briar Legion with the Feral. I guess I can use that to chump him, but that really doesn't help. Or I could buff the Feral Ogre. Yeah, we'll get rid of the Briar Legion here. So now we're gonna play. It's like, what do I want to block him with? The Battle Hopper or the Feral Ogre? Alright, let's just. I think I want to block him with the Feral Ogre. We'll do it that way. We'll block him with the Battle Hopper. Second main phase, we'll go ahead and play our Feral Ogre and our Wild Shard. So this way we won't take any damage with this trade, whereas the Feral Ogre is maybe a little bit better. It's kind of a 3-for-1 because we had the Root Dancer buff the Battle Hopper so many times already, but it shouldn't be too much of a big deal. Of course, he could debuff my guy, and then I have to double block. I guess, yeah, the Feral Ogre might have been better, because now he can debuff my Battle Hopper, so that's kind of a play mistake. I wasn't looking at his champion ability being active, so that's a problem. So, but I guess he's not looking at it either, because he didn't debuff my Battle Hopper here. See if he wants to attack. He does, so I guess I will block with the Battle Hopper. Can't use this at quick action speed, so this will be a trade. Unless he does that, of course, sure. Blood Aura is his guy as a combat trick, sure. So, probably should have double blocked there, but we'll learn. So I can, if I draw a resource, I can buff the Feral Ogre, but I will have Instigator as well here. There's a giant Honeycap that can come down. That's going to be a 5/5 Honeycap. I don't want a bigger Honeycap. I'm getting greedy right now. I think I want to throw away this Pheromones. I can throw away the Pheromones at this point, so I'm going to do that. I'm not going to be in any type of board lock situation anytime soon. So I can play a 6/6 Honeycap, or I can play a 5/5 Honeycap and make it a 7/7. Swing through with a decent amount of damage now. Yeah, I think I'll just swing with all the damage and I'll make a really big Honeycap in my second main phase here. So we'll make a 5/5 Honeycap and then we'll buff it to 7/7, which will be big enough that he'll have to throw another aura, but even then he won't be able to deal with it. We also get a Battle Hopper. He can still debuff it with his champion ability, so obviously that's why he did that last time. So he didn't need to use his champion ability. So if he debuffs it, then it's a trade. Then I'm gonna expect that maybe he'll have Blood Aura or something in hand, I guess. Which gives his guy permanent life drain, right? Yeah, so he's got life drain too, so that definitely keeps him ahead of curve. Get to play Instigator, or actually get to play Tyrannosaurus Hex next turn. It's kind of exciting. Yep, she's going to debuff the Honeycap to force me to trade. I'm gonna guess that he has some sort of aura in hand. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'll probably just throw the Battle Hopper in front of him, because I think he's got an aura in hand at this point. Yeah, let's just throw the Battle Hopper in front of him. There's a chance I'll get to buff this Honeycap anyways. He doesn't have crush damage. He does gain a lot of life, so I kind of go into like a defensive mode now. Headless Executioner, sure. So I'm basically all defense now. Can't block with that guy though. He shouldn't be able to block. I'm pretty sure that's what it. Yeah, that's what that icon means. It doesn't read it on the card, but he can't block. Well, I chumped because I wanted to not give up my Honeycap. So I guess I can just go ahead and attack through with these guys. Wait a minute, he has Crush? He still did damage to me? I don't know why. I didn't know he had Crush. Where did he get Crush? Oh, he had a Wild Aura. Okay, yeah, that's right. Paying attention. I need to pay more attention. Alright, well, I guess I should have made the trade, but something tells me he had the Blood Aura anyways. I can do this. I'll do the Secret Lab in his end step, depending on what happens, so. Murder! No! He wins. I lose. That's really bad. Yeah, he murders Honeycap, swings through, I lose. I can't take 5 damage. I guess I might as well draw a card just to see what I draw. Wild Shard. So, yeah, big play mistake there, chumping there. I should have probably tried to trade, but pretty good chance he had another aura thing. So, kill this guy that gave me so much trouble the whole game. Take 5 from his Headless Executioner. So, yeah, I should have left a guy back to block as well. I should have figured he had Murder in the deck, although I hadn't seen it yet. No real big constants, so I don't think there's any big reason to swap the deck around at all, so I'll probably just save and continue here. Yeah, that was pretty bad, that choice. I forgot that the guy had Crush. He'd been in play for so long. It'd be nice if they added the text to the card. I think they do most of the time, but you gotta get used to seeing the icons on the card, so you know, once I get used to that, that'll be better. Yep. Oh boy, that was pretty sad, really. That was a pretty sad showing. Someone is complaining about the cards and they're misreading the cards. That's always funny. This guy's siding in, I guess, flyers against me or something. I kind of got lucky there too because I opened up with 2 resources in my hand and kind of like curved out pretty well. So hopefully I'll curve out better this time. We'll go ahead and play first. And that's pretty good. This is pretty, yeah, this is awesome. Turn 2 Root Dancer. That's really good. Keep hands, so yeah. So turn 1 Wild Shard for turn 2, turn 1 Howling Brave seems pretty good. For turn 2 Root Dancer. It's the guy stealing all my good wild cards. We only saw 1 out of the 3 Honeycaps we could have drawn last game. It's pretty crazy. So, no damage here. We're just going to play our Root Dancer because we get more damage overall that way. Yeah, so we're just going to play the Root Dancer. And next turn we can actually drop Wild Shards and start going to town. Seems pretty good. Good pickup on the Feral Ogre here. It's going to be helpful. The, what is it? Library really helped out a lot there too. So, I'm going to go ahead and play the Ogre and buff it with the Root Dancer. If I had played the Ogre first, I couldn't get this buff off of the shard for it. So, attack step. I I guess I could have buffed the Howling Brave, but you know, it just doesn't make that much of a difference. Kind of want to get this nice big crush troop going through. Also, I could have buffed this Battle Hopper, which I'll probably buff next. Or maybe the Howling Brave. I'll probably need to buff the Howling Brave so it's out of range of his champion ability, but I've got a turn for that. So, at least one turn. So he's only got 2 resources, so he's already stifled on resources. That's good for me. My deck is running more efficiently than his. So we definitely want to play the Wild Shard before we play the Honeycap. So we got plenty of other things to buff other than the Honeycap. So get the Howling Brave out of range so we can use them for resources to get to this Gigantisaur at some point in time. Go ahead and swing through, play the Honeycap in our second main phase for good form. No reason to swing with the Battle Hopper as it doesn't have any damage, so we might as well keep it up. It's a lot of damage coming through on turn 4. And Honeycap. Really big Honeycap. So if he doesn't have a good answer here, we win. So our deck really curved out well here. Last game, not so much. Last game we drew all our big drops, so we might actually dump a big drop for maybe that other library or something. Like this Gigantisaur is pretty vanilla. So I'm going to look at that for a second and consider it. I've got my curve in front of me, so... let's see, I could put library in here. Yeah, this guy just seems so vanilla. I've got another 7-drop anyways. Yeah, we're going to dump that guy for... I think we'll just go with Effigy. My 3-point range needed help anyways, so we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll throw... Give him... +1/+1. Make him a 3/3, sure. Yeah, we'll just do it that way. Not the best, but... But yeah, if I had dropped the Ogre... Yeah, you know what? I probably could have... Yeah, I could have exhausted 3, but I get more damage the way I did that, I think. Alright, so not great, but, you know, we'll keep this. We get our early Sensei. No turn 1 Howling Brave, unfortunately. Want to make sure we're keeping an eye on the clock. Last game was only like 2 minutes, so we have plenty of time to play this match, but we are a little bit behind our opponent on time, so I want to make sure we're playing quickly. Passing those priorities as quickly as possible. There we go, and Sensei. Yep, and we'll have a 4/4 Honeycap when we drop it. At this point, which we can get really big with Gigantify. Blood Creeper, okay. So, well, unfortunately he's going to get a spider off of this because we have to let the damage through. Okay, so there's that. So play that. And we'll just go ahead and pass the turn. The only thing we could play is Survival of the Fittest, and it's not really going to do very much for us, so I think he gets a 2/1. Spider spawns are like a 2/1, yeah. So he's going to get a 2/1 spider spawn, which is pretty good for him. But Wild Aura plus Honeycap should do pretty well for us, unless he has Murder. Sorrow, okay, so sweeps our field. Sure. It's fine, there's really nothing I can do to respond to that properly. So, no good response for that. Oh, you know what? I should have survival of fittest his guy. Yep, there we go. I should have done that. Oh well. Yep, that's a play mistake there. Big play mistake. Yeah, because now he would not have the spider spawn if I had done that. Oh well. Wow, back-to-back honeycaps. So, yeah, survival of fittest. Yeah, that was big play mistake. So, big play mistake. Yep. A little bit rusty. I've been working too much on programming and not too much on Hex. So if he has a buff for his guy, then I guess I just lose my honeycap here. I trade. If he double buffs him though, then it's whatever. He's got a wild aura. Okay. Sure. But that still doesn't do anything. Now he still trades. So he just gave me a 2-for-1 for some reason. Not sure. I guess okay, because he wanted another spider spawn. Okay. I guess that's what floats his boat there. Yeah, might as well play that first, and then we'll play another really big honeycap here. Seemed like he just gave me a 2-for-1. So weird. Shadow Grove Witch, he has no targets, so it doesn't do anything to my hand. I have no troops in my hand. Okay. He gets to see a card, though. He gets to see that I have a wild shard. Probably survival of fittest his Shadow Grove Witch. So, that's the thing that's got the most toughness. That'll be the hardest to deal with if he buffs it with like a wild aura or something. Kind of want to do it now because he has a lot of buffs in his deck. That way he has no response for this. So otherwise I would typically do this in my opponent's end step, but I know he's got a lot of buffs and things, so I'll just do it now. And not really going to attack. I'll just sit on the sport state and I'll attack next turn with Wild Aura in hand. Or actually, I have Wild Aura. Oh, never mind. I had it up now, but yeah, you can see he's not really that far ahead on damage. I should have attacked there. It's fine though. So I'll Wild Aura my Honeycap in his end step. Sure, he gets a Darkspire Priestess. Just gonna have no attacks here. Yeah, I'll just Wild Aura in his end step here. So I guess I'll swing through with Gigantify for a lot of damage, especially if he doesn't block here. So see if he blocks or if he has murder. He doesn't have murder because he doesn't have the resources for it. So pass priority. Okay, so we're in the defense priority, so he already passed his chance to block. So I'm going to go ahead and just deal 14 damage to him here. It's a lot of damage. Just take him right down to 6, put him in defense mode. He can attack here, but puts him in a really bad spot. If he murders my guy, I'm in a really bad spot, though. I mean, I kind of put all my eggs in one basket, so he could debuff my guy too, or kill my Battle Hopper, so I can't block him. Yep. All right. No murder.